How to win a multiple offer. This is the hottest subject, and I've covered this before, but in this video, I'm going to put my entire experience. So please grab a coffee and join me because we're going to go through a lot of informative information that you do want to know. Dealing with a multiple offer is one of the most challenging and competitive situation for any real estate buyers. Hi, Axel Ziba here. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Sincere Real Estate Chat. Please go ahead and smash that like button, and better yet, subscribe to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be discussing a very detailed information about multiple offer and how your offer can be a winner. No matter the market situation or the offer situation, whether it's a buyer's market or seller's market, you need to be prepared. Imagine an athlete. In order to become the best in an upcoming competition, they go through practicing and preparation months or even years to get ready for that one day of competition. This is as important as an athlete to you as a real estate buyer to be prepared for purchasing your next home. To understand how to deal with a multiple offer, maybe you and I can have a further chat about what the offer is. Maybe we can understand it better of what components are involved. No, we're not talking about the legality or a contract law. We're talking about the highlights or components that are important for seller when they're reviewing your offer. These components are price, deposit, subjects or contingencies, dates of completion or closing dates, and terms. Now that you know what's important to the seller and what they look into the offers to search for, it is important to select a knowledgeable realtor. Yes, I know you already know that, but I wanted to highlight this. It's important to find someone that knows how to guide you through this situation. Have that experience, isn't it? Selecting a knowledgeable realtor or real estate agent, it's regardless of whether it's your first time buying this property or you're a savvy investor. Now let's go through these components of offer, and the most important one, price. Choosing that experienced real estate agent can help you determine the market valuation. There are two questions. How do you know how high of a price you need to bid? And number two, what is the definition of list price? The seller is listing a price and asking for offers. This is the definition of a list price. Let me highlight this again because it's important. The seller are not asking for a price. They are asking for offers. So the terminology of the asking price that you've heard many times may not be a correct term. Seller is listing the price and asking for offer or offers. That means what the seller expects is certainly not the listed price. In a slower market, or in other words, buyer's market, the listing price can be negotiated down, and in busier market or seller's market, the listing price can be negotiated for higher dollars. Based on this important factor, you need to understand that listing price is not necessarily a market value of what the sellers are looking for. There are many techniques into creating a price for a property. And one of these techniques is to price it lower to attract more pool of buyers to compete with each other. In other words, I call it a luring price. Is it right? Well, it's not illegal. Am I a fan? Personally, I'm not a big fan of it, but it's certainly whatever works to the best of the benefit of the seller as a listing agent. And this simple factor also brings an important factor of working with an experienced agent who knows how to navigate you through multiple offers and make you understand whether this price is a luring offer or what the actual market value for that property is. Other question was, how do you know how high of a price you need to bid? To answer this question, I like to answer it with one factor and two questions. You're dealing with a knowledgeable realtor, and our job is to provide you with comparable market analysis, or in other words, CMA. And that would give you a market valuation of the particular property that you're willing to bid or compete for. Nonetheless, is the market valuation or giving you the CMA can help you winning the multiple offer? Or let me elaborate that. By sticking with the market value, can you win a competition? The answer is no. So what is CMA good for is to make you understand what the actual value of that property can be. It is important for you to understand as soon as there is a secondary offer, whether there is a second offer that comes into play or 50 other offers, there is a competition. And what it results for is that entire logic, comparable market analysis, any logic is completely out of the window. It is only your motivation against the other buyers. That brings us to two questions you need to ask yourself. You have the CMA, a comparable market analysis, and you know exactly what this property is worth. And you know there are going to be quite a bit of other offers involved other than yours. It's up to your motivation and it's completely your decision of how high you want to go. Why? Because there is no logic involved. Question number one you have to ask yourself is how much you love this home and how much you want to own this property from 1 to 10. Your answer of 1 to 10 will determine the monetary decision you have to go through of how high you can bid. Question number two that you have to ask yourself, how much you're going to hate yourself from 1 to 10, knowing that you pay such an amount above the market value. As you clearly can see in here, these two questions, it's all based on your motivation and how you can handle the situation. An important factor here is if you need to obtain a mortgage, you need to have that mortgage pre-approval and a limit of your purchase in mind when making those higher bids. So consequently, it is super important to have your pre-approval, or better yet, going through a further analysis of your finances with your mortgage advisor to determine the level of your affordability and how much home you can afford. Work with top mortgage professional in Vancouver, where I can refer my clients. These professionals, they go through thorough analysis of your finances, and in most cases, they can provide you with a guarantee letter that you can go completely without the subject of financing. That is a big clause that everybody's scared of. So if you wanted to get in touch with these folks, let me know. Put the comment down below. I'll be happy to refer you. If you remember, we chatted about the other components in offer that is important to sellers. And other than the price, it was deposit, date of completion, conditions or contingencies, and terms of the contract. We talked about the preparation and you being prepared in every market and being prepared for your due diligence as well. That's super important. And here is 10 smart list that can help you be prepared for your multiple offer situation and possibly win a multiple offer. Number one is to act quickly. Time is an essence. When a property comes into the market and they're expecting a multiple offer, especially if they're using that lure pricing, they will provide 7 days of offer review or even maybe shorter. So you need to be on alert and using your knowledgeable realtor to send you this property as quickly as possible so you can do your due diligence quickly as possible. Number two is doing your due diligence in advance prior to writing your offer. That is correct. Going into a multiple offer, it doesn't mean that you have to be blind and go without any due diligence or research. You can do your due diligence prior to writing your offer and making it absolutely unconditional. How? You can review all the necessary and relevant documents such as title, liens, surveys, and if a strata, all strata documents, forms, minutes, and AGMs. Property insurance and taxes. Get your due diligence and get those information prior to writing that offer. Home inspection. Say what? Yes, you can do your home inspection prior to writing that offer. Reviewing all other factors important to you prior to writing that offer, such as crime rates, neighborhoods, nearby constructions, future potential for that property, and many other factors that is important to you. When you do your due diligence in advance to making this offer, your offer becomes clean and unconditional, isn't it? Number three is deposit. Larger deposit shows more seriousness. Better yet, obtain the draft of your deposit and have it ready and make a copy, send that copy to the seller, telling them how serious you are by purchasing this property. Number four is to be flexible, especially when it comes to closing date. Remember, closing date was another component that the sellers are reviewing the offers and is important to them. Be as flexible as possible. Number five, make your offer as clean as possible. It brings us into the other component offer, terms of the offer. When you are doing your due diligence, do your due diligence in regards to all the taxes, empty home taxes, and many other information necessary to eliminate those terms of the contract and make it as clean as possible. Number six is to presenting your offer. This is an old-fashioned way of your representative to meet with the seller's representative to discuss your offer. It's a great advantage instead of just sending it electronically. If there's a chance of presenting it, highlight all the beautiful things that you have in your offer as a competitive advantage. Number 7 is to write a personal letter. That's a little bit controversial since there is a bit of backlashes in regards to discrimination. Go around that and present to the seller how much you love this home, who you are, and what's your usage about this home. Many sellers are connected, they have history with that home. And by looking at you as the future resident of this home instead of an investor that wants to bulldoze their home, there may be a preference. Number 8 is keep your emotion in check. It is easy to get caught up in excitement of a bidding situation. So keep your reality check, be logical, and understand how much you can afford while you're reviewing your situation. Number 9 is to stay on course. It is super important for you as a real estate purchaser to be informed on real estate market activities, trends, and changes. And it's the job of your real estate agent to constantly keep you informed so you can make an informed decision. And number 10 is to be patient. If you don't win the bid, don't get discouraged. Keep going at it. Hey, thank you so much for watching this video. Hoping you're at the end of your coffee right now. Give this a like so many other buyers can also take advantage of this. If you're a real estate agent, hope you also enjoy this. Share it with your colleagues so everybody can definitely win in this kind of situation.